So I'm playing as a combat rogue this time. Got a nice epic from doing the Gruul's Lair and the pole arm. We all started off at level 1 except for Ashanta, who's carrying us through on level 39. My save code didn't work because I'm on the wrong account. So I'm not playing again as the Fire Mage. So we'll continue this time as the combat rogue. That means I would have to play on this account, which is the wrong account, next time, if we do it again. But Ashanta loves this map. She just keeps playing it over and over. She's got level 39 now. So we're just trying to explore it. And this is the next section, where we left off. Shall we pull a few bits of trash? So I'm going to roll the dice for a buff. I'm going to activate my cleave, which lasts for 10 seconds. Has a 200-yard radius. Let's see how that goes. Roll the bones. The rogue throws a dice, receiving a random amount agility buff. This time I got 5. I think what it is you typically get 5 agility each time you do that. I got 2 that time actually, so that's just 2. And then when that wears off, it goes back to 39. So I got 2 again. So your agility goes up by 2. And it lasts for 7 seconds, and then it's back to 39. So the duration is shorter than the cooldown, so you may as well spam that ability. It's not like you're going to get a really good, like, +6, and then you overtake it with a +1. So you're safe to spam that. And just try to get whatever buff you can. At the moment, it's weak source because he's low level. We've got the Blade Flurry, which is ability to activate cleave for 10 seconds with a 20-second cooldown. And we've effectively got Revealing Strike, which is basically Sinister Strike. I can buff the Revealing Strike using the Crimson Vial, which heals me, gives me a bit of energy over time. Because he's a combat rogue, he's got this 100 mana type deal, 100 energy, and it builds up over time. So as you're spending, it ramps up again back up to 100, just like a rogue would. I think I'll concentrate on the Revealing Strike since that's my main deeps. You can always use the Crimson Vial just to get energy back as well, and to increase the damage done by your next Revealing Strike. What's my favourite class in WoW? Druid. Druid's the best class in World of Warcraft, hands down. No better class than Druid. This map, yeah, it's called Burning Crusade Raids. Black Temple. I think this is 6.7.3 or something like that. Right, buff to go. I'll save onto my Crimson Fire when I take some damage. Like now, just took some damage, so use that Crimson Fire. We've got a weapon, and we've got some epic leggings. Claws of Agility. Sounds pretty good, actually. Don't know if it's as good as my pole arm, though. Even though rogues don't use pole arms, it's a weapon just for agility damage dealers. At the end of the day. Mistweaver Monk. Diester is a Draenei Mistweaver Monk. Something about that feels wrong. Clucky is the Feral Druid. So I'll be fighting over him for gear. Let's just see if we can pick that up or not. You must release your weapon, I suppose. But I don't think that's better than my weapon. And of course we have stealth. We move faster during that. So it's more akin to like the later versions of World of Warcraft. As some of these classes have the Demon Hunter and stuff like that in it. Roll the dice. I don't think the Blade Flurry gives me any extra damage in this. Damage acquires the ability to deal damage around his main target. Cleave damage to additional targets. Yeah, so if you're just attacking single target, you don't really need to use the cleave. AFK bot just looking for a fight. Alright, we can do some cleave now. There's always that one guy in the raid that pulls more than he should pull. Good thing for me, I got stealth. You got all the stats up here, but this only counts for when you're fighting versus the bosses, so you don't really need that taking up too much screen space. I said, like, the creator of the map, he's still working on this map, obviously, but you don't need the text for DPS, healing, HPS. You can simply just have the icons, and then that way the text isn't stretching out the size of this leaderboard, and it would be more like that. It would be much more concise. Mr. Fajosa likes the lobster video. Do you now? Why do you like the lobster video? Thank you for the heal there, Diesta, with your Draenei Mistweaver monk. That's right, you can check the tactics. You're level 39, so you're responsible for carrying us through this dungeon. We're all about level 6-ish to 7-ish, which isn't too bad. I think you're supposed to be about level 8 for this dungeon. He spawns a couple of ghosts that move from one side, east to west and north to south. I remember that. I'm going to go for the adrenaline rush. Alright, boys, let's go. Let's just throw everything at him. I don't have time to read the adrenaline rush, although I know what that is. It's damage. Lots and lots of energy. Which means lots of damage, as long as I spam my abilities enough. Oh, I rolled a 2, boys. That's an exciting +2 agility on my 47 agility. Oh, yes. Now it's 45 agility. Feels bad. Guardian Druid in trouble. Pulls out just at the last moment. Range DPS keeping their distance. That's a nice spawn. I should stay behind the boss. I don't know whether he has a cleave attack or not. That's what you typically do in World of Warcraft. You don't want to stand in front of the boss, really. Adrenaline Rush is almost available, so I want to wait for that. Uh-oh. Oh, our tank is down. That could be a problem. Right, Adrenaline Rush, let's go. Is that Diesta with his Draenei talking? Sounds like a Draenei. Uh-oh. Rolled a 1. Can also use the Windwalk for a bit of extra DPS. Doesn't cost me any mana, I don't think. Or energy in this case. Adrenaline rush coming up. I got a good feeling about it. Where has someone been putting these black dragon eggs on my character? I think they have. I don't know where all these black dragon eggs have come from in my inventory, so I can't ninja the loot. Like, we're not even rolling for it at the moment. People are just picking it up and seeing if it sticks. If it's not for your class, you won't be able to hold on to it. You either have to be a feral druid or intelligence damage dealer, or a tank for this case. Well, that's Golgamar done, isn't it? Let's have a look at the DPS. Fire Mage doing well. Ah! I was the Fire Mage in the last game. Yeah, I had a really good time with that. It's a pretty cool class. It's very hot. Where are you going with that mount? Are we not progressing through this dungeon? Beating this whole customer? I don't think so, Tyrell. We're just doing bits of it at a time. Get rid of the eggs so you can ninja. Yeah, I got rid of 1 or 2 of them. You need mana, huh? It only works for 5 seconds. That's stealth. A gentle bit of aggro there. Pulling one at a time though. Very crafty aggro. I don't know if I can make it work for the other ones there. Or you could just pull all of them, which AFK bot has been doing quite well lately. Very spammy, the combat rogue. No one saw the gold coins. I managed to see them though. I think this is going to get us killed, isn't it? Let's try and go for the guy at the back. Bit of the old cleave now, with them all stuck together. So you can see this is the cleave effect. Ah, I'm gonna die. I was trying to show off the cleave. It's a whopping 200 range or something like that. You're pretty much just spamming Q with this class, and then W off cooldown for the most part though. These black dragon eggs just keep coming out of nowhere. That ability to stealth is it's rather handy. Get in trouble. Just stealth out of it. No problem. No! I was spamming, but I got stunned. Yeah, the stun lock is strong. I'm back. At least I don't have to worry about mana in this. Can always get flasks. But I think we'll still be okay for this area. I bought a woof, which is my first mount.
Our ally is under attack.
Try it out! I suppose level 2 adrenaline rush. Thank you very much there for the sub. I just want to check adrenaline rush. Because I very rarely actually read it, but I know what it does. The rogue falls into the fighting rush gradually. Oh, okay. Running into a camp versus bad guys. Let's just put myself on hold position. Okay. The rogue falls into the fighting rush, gradually increasing his agility to the limit, and then gradually reducing it to normal. Oh, okay, so he gets bonus agility. Also, during the duration of the ability, the regeneration of energy increases by 10 per second. So you're basically getting agility and energy. So it's all good. Very good for this class, who is an agility-based class. I'm barely noticing that cleave. Like, barely. Shadow Priest Kron. Is this like a bonus boss? At the moment, I'm just taking the potion for energy. Yeah, I thought it might be you. Best way to get rid of these is just to hide them somewhere, so they don't keep popping up. Or attack them, yeah. We'll have a boss soon, so I'll hold on to my adrenaline. It's got a 60-second cooldown. Put them in the item box. Oh yeah. I don't have the eggs anymore. I guess AFK bot wanted to keep them after all. This is Omar, the Unscarred. It's gonna be Diasta doing that. Why is the Draenei so loud? Hello, Sanix. Have I ever sent food back at a restaurant? Says Darfaz. No. I have been around people who have, though. It's a little bit weird. I'm normally just quite grateful, though. Okay, get back. Go back in. Roar. Roar, the race to the boss. Get him. Get him. Ow. Ow. I'm on fire. He drops a flame thing after a while. So as soon as I've finished with this, I can move out. There we go. Not even close. I don't know why Mr. Legolas is deciding to tank the dude amidst all the fire. I guess he wants to make it a bit more of a challenge. Pull him back. Pull him out of the fire. Wow. Thank you, Diasta, for the awesome heals. Yeah. It's a bit better, I suppose. I'm gonna drop my finger in a moment, aren't I? Or maybe not. That could just be the animation of me being burnt by being near him. Whee! I seem to be taking quite a lot of damage. I've got a potion to take in a moment though. Oh no, we lost a man. Wipe the raid. Wipe the raid. I'm burning. I'm burning. Just nuke the boss then. Heal! Heal me! Save me! No! Really? Look how close he is to death. No. Fire Mage. Person in is doing really well. I know I did a lot of damage to the Fire Mage as well. I wonder if he's broke. His damage is like at least twice compared to everyone else's. The average is like 33 to 20 to 17. And then you got one guy with like 85. How's he got that much? Whee! I mean, maybe he's taking a flask.
Our allies' hero has fallen.
He's got, yeah, he's got a few legendaries to be fair, so that's probably helping a lot. So yeah, maybe he's not broke. Well, we had a whole bunch of those fire balls like left out in the open, which was not helping. Why don't I have epic loot? I do. I got one piece. I got it from the first boss in Gruul's Lair. It's the leggings of the fallen champion. Health, armor, agility. Can't go too far wrong with that. And then I bought this one for some damage. My character can't seem to tank much. Well, he's not supposed to. He's a combat rogue. Although there was a moment where combat rogues did actually... I don't know if it's combat rogues, but rogues in general. That's the debuff, isn't it? How long does that debuff last for? I want to stay on the boss. And then I'm going to run out in a moment. Like, yeah, let's run out now. Hang on a second. I thought we both had the same thing. I'm misjudging it. But yeah, there was a point, wasn't there, where rogues had, they were dodge tanking Gruul. He did so much damage. And it was better just to evade the damage for as long as possible. I like this fireball right here. That's my adrenaline rush. Alright. I thought it was the boss's ability, the adrenaline rush. I was like, I'm glowing red. I'm still getting used to his abilities. I'm glowing red. I better get in the corner. Alright, so if we activate it again. Right. So. Oh, the boss is already down to half health. It's going better this time. Alright, Clucky's the one that's burning again. The boss keeps debuffing Clucky. And Clucky left a nice fire orb for us there. Too preoccupied. Typical DPS. Too preoccupied with doing deeps. To get into their corner. Yay, prio healing. Thanks, Diasta. There we go. Yay! Okay, so none of that I can use. Ah, maybe I can actually. Have to. It's a weapon now. I think I had to drop my weapon to get one of those. Take what? An egg? This item belonged to someone else. It's linked to you. Bind on equip. Ah, yeah, that brings back memories. It's just Felon casually walking by. He's such a pacifist. Doesn't really think things through. Dragon Breath, Tail Strike, each 12 seconds. So basically stay behind him. It's just a golden rule, generally speaking, stay behind. Well, not necessarily directly behind the boss, because you can also get hit by tails in that case. So totems need to be killed ASAP. And just stay away from the stuff that's bombarding the ground. Seems pretty straightforward. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is everyone even here yet? He's just trolling so hard. Don't have our tank. Oh, get the totems. You can barely see it under his wing. Cundles, thank you very much there for the bits. Too late on the totems. Although we don't have everyone here, so we're missing a bit of DPS. Ow. I see why it's important to kill the totems. Ah. I'm just gonna hide. Does he reset? Like old fashioned. No!
Our hero has fallen. Allies' hero has fallen.
Who is to blame for this wipe? It could be the guy that keeps pulling him. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, it could be anyone, I suppose. Already got one. I think you're our only tank, yeah. Fury Warrior's not really a tank. Combat Rogue's not really a tank. I don't think rolling the bones is worth it sometimes. I'm only getting like 2 agility for it. And what am I really getting for it? Free agility that time. Agility, I don't know. The stats are kind of balked there as to what exactly agility does for your hero. Gotta cleave those totems. 12 gold for killing the totem. Well, now just run. Okay.
enough mana. Look, Narush.
It's not really for me, that gear. Make them a warm welcome. I like that set. I used to have that set on my Warlock. I think that's tier 2. Tier 1 or tier 2. 51 DPS. That was a bit disappointing. I was hoping to do a bit better than that. Gonna have to get some more loot. Tier 1 is Nemesis. Yeah, that's true. That is tier 2 then. Tier 1 Nemesis looks different to that. It's like purpley and green. Not gonna get sick of that at all. Fury Warrior down. He is trying hard to try to ruin things. Yeah, I got some more loot. So this is where you can buy some more gear. That's a trinket. I got gold, so I could just buy the trinket. There's another mount. I think you can have 2 trinkets. Yes. A little bit too risky. No. Okay. Everything is under control. Where's this way? Ping. What? Oh. My mount got away from me this time. I have a separate mount now. For extra tanking. What happens if my mount dies? I assume nothing, really. Oh, okay. I see the combat still going, so it doesn't get paused. And I'm dead. Or someone's dead, because I see a resurrection at the top right. I see 4 resurrections at the top. Wait, make that 5. How many of this? How many are there?
Hero has fallen. Our allies' hero has fallen.
Where are you guys? Back over here, okay. That looks like a hell of a lot of units. We need some serious area of effect damage.
defending your name.
Okay. I'm gonna activate my cleave and hope for the best. That's right. Yeah, I'm getting hit quite hard. It's not so bad. Motion sense. So close. Yet so far. I think that ability probably gets really strong. Oh, it's still only level 1 to be fair. Yeah, I think if you level it up and as you go, that will definitely make a lot more sense. At the moment, 4 agility is like, why am I using that ability? It's a bit tricky though, isn't it? Because this is your main damage ability. So if you don't put points into that... Okay, I think we can kick you. Just double check on that though. Kick player X. So I have to type kick player and then the name or the color or the... I think they're number 5. Yellow should definitely be 5. There you go then. That works. It's a Holy Priest, another healer. Don't have to use him though. I think we can get through this without him. Claws of Agility. Already got a weapon. Okay. I'm not really sure what it is this boss does, but let's go for it. Well, if this is a boss, he's already down to half his health. Mini boss, maybe. Looks like a trap, this room. Ah. Oh, I remember that model. Looks a bit different though to exactly how I remember it. Especially the claw. The Maker. Exploding Breaker. Throws a beaker at random ranged hero, so I don't have to worry about that, I suppose. Unless I'm at distance from him. Keep your distance from other players. Keep your distance from other players. Keep your distance from the poison. Seems pretty easy so far as a melee. I don't even think I'll use my roll the dice until I put more points into it. The mount is there to soak up damage. It can't even be hurt though, apparently. Run south. How far does that go? Could you mount up first as this? No, you can't. What? Wait, I wonder if my mount had something to do with that. I think he's gone wrong somewhere along the line. That's a wipe. We don't know that was me. We can make assumptions, but we can't truly know. And therefore, innocent until proven guilty. I'll just get back on my trusted mount. I suppose you could pick those items up or put them in your inventory and then sell them. So maybe on the way back, I should put those items in my inventory if I can find a way to do it. Where's my thingy? I got 2. Gold doesn't save with you, by the way. Oh, okay. Feels bad. So put that there and press that. And hey presto, you've nicked some loot. You should try to recreate this by using your mount again, just to be sure it wasn't your fault. I think we'll probably not use the mount, since there's no benefit to using the mount. I thought the mount might sort of absorb a bit of damage or something, but it didn't really even do that. Or, you know, the boss might start attacking it. So it's like free health. Look at my character's face. Now look at it. He's like a civil worgen, and then he becomes a feral worgen. I still don't know how to get this to work. Someone did it earlier. Well, don't you remember random pick noob? Tactics them. Oh, what? No space. But the thing mentioned space. Oh, never mind. Underscore, sorry. Escape builder. It crashed, didn't it? I built that epic maze, and then just as I was about to let people join into it, the game crashed. So, unfortunately, I don't think we can risk it. You spam too much? No. That speed increase or something. Yeah, but we can't know exactly what it is. But the fact that it crashes is a huge problem. You can't really create something like that, especially something where you can put so much time and effort into it and then get no reward because you crash just before you actually get the reward. Feels bad. I'm going pure Q spam build here. No W until I can get some levels. Very difficult class. What happened there? Motion sense back at it again. Healers are struggling. Is this where we run?
Our ally is under attack.
Pretty easy for me. Ah. Shit. Ah.
Our hero has fallen.
That's so BS. He was snuck at the top. We don't actually have a tank though, so I mean, well, you know, the tank died earlier, so can't really wait for the tank to go up there either. I suppose Ashanta has to be the tank with the highest level. Oh, you died with me, did you? So what you're saying is my fault? I think we all have to approach the top at exactly the same time, because as soon as you do, he puts those poisonous things there, which is what got you killed. So I'm not going to say I was to blame for that.
I will cut you down. Allies hero has fallen.
Have you ever realised that in these raids, these bosses can never truly win? Because even when they beat me, what's the reward? They just have to wait there to be, like, tackled again. There's never a true reward. How did you get back there so quick? Oh, maybe they moved. Yeah, I could have moved. I see. I see. Got some money. Oh, thank you, Saul. AFK bot back at it again. TKing. I thought I kicked that guy. A dead DPS does no DPS. Okay, well, whilst we're waiting for them to get a healing potion, just double check on something. Okay, that's all good. Where's motion sense? He's going all the way back for the pot. He looks pretty epic whilst he's running along. This is what Moradin would have looked like in Warcraft 3, isn't it? Close to it. If they had slightly better graphics back then. The dwarves! Plus 92 intelligence. Yikes. Yeah, I gotta start putting points into Roll the Bones. I put a couple points into Adrenaline Rush because it would be good, isn't it, as well? Plus it gives you agility. Press S to save your character. Worgen, Combat Wogue. Combat Woke. Okay. That mount is so troublesome. Yeah, I'll start using stealths in between attacks. Yeah, just having the boss near the bottom is pretty much the best bet as well. Oh my god! Why did I die? I got out of it. I even took my potion. But I know the potion sort of has a slight delay to it. I just took such a huge chunk of damage there. That's a bit disappointing. A dead DPS is doing no DPS. Oh, look at my DPS. It was really high there. Feels bad. That was really bad puddle placement. I blame the healers. Wait, I don't think you can mount during combat. I'm coming back to get that sweet loot. Ang. %30 health.
Defending your name.
This one.
Hey, apotheosis. Guardian Druid down. This is Burning Crusade 6.7.4.3, I think. This version. I shouldn't laugh, because otherwise we'll have to redo this. Almost there. Everyone's kind of out of mana. Okay. AFK bots down. Oh my god. 1000 health. It's all up to Diesta. Shit. You joking? Oh my god. That is World of Warcraft, isn't it? Ah, man. I mean, I died, so we would have done that if I didn't die, so that's my fault. He's actually leveling up, isn't he? Wasn't he level 50 when we first started? Did you ever have 1% wipes in WoW? Yeah, all the time. I think everyone did. It was kind of common, in a way. It's because it's people sometimes get a bit complacent, don't they? And things like that sort of stack up. The Bears! Thank you very much for the host. Yeah, I mean, people, when it gets close to killing the boss, they start to tunnel vision and they ignore the objectives. Such as killing the wards or the ads, and then that's when the mistakes happen. Instead of just concentrating on doing everything right, the boss will definitely die. They just want to rush it just that bit more. That's responsible for like 90% of the time people get 1% wipes. Right, everyone's back. Hopefully I don't get killed by some puddle that has some sort of delayed damage again. Inner Despair. Converted from a Twitch Prime to a tier 1 sub. Okay, thank you, no. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but thank you. Don't even know what to know anymore. Are we just going to stand there and take this? This boss just constantly keeps calling us pitiful. Let me through. Oh, run him through. I guess I heard the Mountain King there. Yeah, my ult always syncs up at the same time that he does that, but I'm only going to be waiting anyway. That's also World of Warcraft like, isn't it? When you want to use like your special move again, but the boss is going to do something where you can't really do anything about it. Ow! Why is he hurting me? The Harnex!
I love you, Mage.
Oh, I love you, man. Thank you very much. Oh, the burst. The burst damage. Come on. It's going better this time. Nothing's going to go wrong now. Oh shit. Time to run. That came quicker than I remember. I'm not going first. Ow. Oh my god. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow, ow. This is the puddles again. I think, yeah, there's quite a few spikes every now and then.
This one's mine.
Boss is almost down, boys. Yes. Strength, damage deal, heals, and Shadow Priest. Still no loot. No loot. Hey, the DPS wasn't too bad. 64. Clocky with the 72. And Fire Mage with the 78. Oh, we finally got through the boss, at least. At least that one. We got 3 damage dealers. Well, 4, actually. What was my main on World of Warcraft? Started off as a troll rogue. Then re-rolled into a gnome rogue. Actually, I technically started off as a paladin, but then re-rolled when I got to level 10 because I was like, this class sucks. Then went to troll rogue. Then went to gnome rogue. Then went to... was it shaman? I think it might have been orc shaman. There was a night elf warrior. I had mage as well. Warlock. And then after that, I think I started getting into druid. And once I went into druid, you never go back. Ding dong. Alright, sorry about that. Door went off. Someone just came around to give me money, apparently. Nah, it wasn't for me, it's someone else. Stealing that loot. Good. Give me my wallet back. Oh, I got another couple of points. Let's roll the bones. Let's see how much agility we can get. So we've got 63 plus... Wait, now I got 75. Oh, it's because I pressed Adrenaline Rush. I wonder why it's going on like that. I wanted to test my rolling the bones, but never mind. Adrenaline Rush is going to mess with that. Okay, it's going back down again now. That's what she said. Okay. Roll the bones. 63 goes to... So I got to 7, which still doesn't seem great. Seems such a terrible ability. Could they not just give me something else? 11 that time. Oh, nice. It's Ragnaros. feel like the environment is incredibly sort of bare and lacking. There could be a bit more effort put into sort of giving the place more love. Otherwise it looks incredibly dull. Needs a bit more design. Have I ever tried Death Knight? Oh yeah, I did Death Knight with Wrath of the Lich King. I think everyone did. Ridiculously overpowered class. I like Death Knight for quite a lot. I think I played it for Cataclysm as well. Or Cataclysm as some people like to call it. This looks familiar. Yes, yes, this is the dungeon. I recognise now we're in a dungeon. So I didn't recognise the first boss of the dungeon, although I do remember him now in hindsight, because I recognise the second boss. He'll summon these. Sometimes it's easier just to start the fight and see what the boss does. And you'll get more of a grasp than reading text. That's always been my approach. I'm behind sort of like understanding the basics, but you never truly know until you've been through it. Experience is the best teacher. Well, we're not going to do it first time anyway. Oh, it's going to be a bit tricky now. Ow. No, random pick move. Just gotta go fast. In a way, I feel like this map would really, really benefit if there was just the ability to choose your own level. Obviously, you say, oh, cheat, but you're not really cheating anyone but yourself. So, for example, if I wanted to try out this dungeon again, but with a different class, and I wanted to be at the ideal level where it says you start with level 8, I would type in level 8, and then I would select the character at the start, and then that character would start at level 8, rather than sort of being forced to go through Gruul's Lair again, but with a different character and all that. What about items? Maybe it can remember the items and give you something of an equivalent to what you currently have. Or maybe, yeah. Look at the commands. Repick hero. Should we try that? Or is that going to put me back at like level 1? Set level. Oh, right. So they actually thought about that. That's awesome. Set hero level to X. Only in PTR version. Are we in the PTR version? Only for the first minute of the map. Right, okay. But if I did repick now, that wouldn't work, because that has to also be done in the first minute. But that's good. That means we could just start off again. And we could try out the next raid. We'll try to get through this one, but, you know, the next time. That's more ideal to me. Because I don't necessarily want to do this all in one go. But I'm not necessarily going to want to play the combat rogue again. I want to try something else. They got ahead of my feedback. They read my mind. They went to the future. Just kill them now. Why not? They're stuck in the cages. Throw some fireballs, damn it. Diester. Diester. He's the Danish guy who sounds American. Diester. Running through the maze on his big old dire wolf. It's Diester. We're waiting patiently for you. Whilst you dick around, it's true. Get the fuck over here already. Before I go and get steady with your mum. Diester. Let's go. I only took 95 damage from that TK hit. So thanks for that. Go, go, go. Oh my god. Clucky's down and he's got really good deeps. Can't really lose someone so early. Can't really lose anyone. Full stop. Our allies' hero has fallen. How high are we supposed to be then to do this boss? Next. That's right, Diester. Ah! Brockhock just like headbutting people. Boom. Crushed it. Quick, repick. What is CR1? Is that the other boss in this place? Ah, no, no. I mean, that's for another day. I think we've explored this dungeon enough. If we can't do it, we can't do it. But the next time we revisit this map, if we do, we'll pick different classes. We'll level ourselves up to the appropriate level. And then, yeah, that'll do for this, I think. Yeah, I won't be playing on this hero again. I want to try out different classes like each time. It's more about items. Yeah, you and your cheat items. They do help a lot. Yeah, for me, I'm not worried about playing this class again. If not, if you don't have like great items, just pick, you know, a level 4 or 5 levels above the recommended for the place to mitigate the fact that you don't have such good items. And that would also be an easy way to get around it. That way we can sort of be more flexible with what we're playing, and rather than being forced to go through previous maps or farm or anything like that. Tank versus DPS. Alright, let's get in Legolas. Ready? I can't use anything on you. Epic fight. Why do I feel like I'm attacking so slow? This could take a while. Although I do have a trick up my sleeve. The power of the potion. Oh, there you go. Or the heal. That will do it. Yeah, help me, guys. It's pretty hard to fight someone where you can only use one ability. Or a couple, really. Roll that them there dice. He's even cheating with rejuvenation. Look at that. Alright, this is going on too long now. Story of this map, really. I call it a draw. Alright, if we revisit that map, we'll just do what I say. Ashanta's yapping on about the items, and I agree, the items do have a big impact, but there's not much you can do about that. I think you can sort of pick items for your hero. You just have to go several levels above the map, the dungeon, and go from there. And that way you can try out a different class each time. So you don't get too bogged down. GG.